Hi, my name's Meredith Martin. I'm a producer with The Agenda with Steve Paikin, and I'm joined by Joseph DeCruz from Rotman School of Management. He's a professor of strategic management at Rotman, which is at the University of Toronto. Welcome, Joseph.
Nice to talk to you.
So we wanted to talk about the deal of Postmedia buying Quebecor English newspaper properties for $319 million. What do you think of that deal?
Well, I think it's a problematic deal on two fronts, Meredith. First of all, from a business point of view, I doubt it actually makes sense. Because in order for the deal to work, what Postmedia would have to do is consolidate the newsrooms of its own properties in those cities with the new properties that it's acquiring. So in Calgary or Vancouver, etc., it would have to consolidate newsrooms in order to save costs. Postmedia has about a $20 million per year loss at the moment. And in order to cover that $20 million, it has to find $20 million of savings through this acquisition. And the only way they can find savings is to shut down some of the newsrooms and consolidate news at a single location, either at its own newspaper or at an acquired newspaper. So that would then raise regulatory problems because the regulators in Ottawa would be concerned about a lack of competition in news in those cities. And in fact, in order to approve the deal, they may require Postmedia to divest some of those properties. And that would actually screw up the deal from Postmedia's point of view because the proposed synergies then would not materialize.
So if this were to go through, it would mean they'd be the only player in cities like Calgary, right?
That's right.
And that's worrisome from a competition standard. So this will go through the Competition Bureau?
Yes.
And your concern is that that will take some time to happen and might not happen at all?
No, my concern is that the Competition Bureau may impose conditions such as divestiture of some of these properties in order to approve the deal. And if it imposes those conditions, then the economics of the deal no longer makes sense.
Presumably they've thought of this beforehand, though, right?
Well, they're taking a gamble that they will be able to get through the Competition Bureau. And given the state of distress, financial distress of the newspaper industry, there is some possibility that the Competition Bureau may be more lenient in this acquisition than they would normally have been.
Okay. So if Postmedia is operating with a $20 million loss in the last quarter, where does it come up with $319 million to buy out Quebecor?
There are three sources of financing for this deal. First of all, they're going to issue more equity to their current shareholders. So about $140 million or so would be new equity that the current shareholders would be expected to put up through a rights issue. The second source of financing is debt. They're going to take on more debt. And of course, in a situation where the company is in bad financial circumstances already, additional debt is very risky. So this will make the company more risky because of the additional debt. And then the third source of financing is there's quite a bit of real estate that is owned by Quebecor in these properties. And they will sell the real estate. They expect to get about $50 million by selling surplus real estate. So all in all, the financing of this deal will make Postmedia a more risky corporation.
Just going back to that, the first of the three ways they raise capital, you said in terms of getting more equity, how do they do it?
They are going to issue new shares to the existing shareholders. That's called a rights issue. So essentially, what they're going to tell the existing shareholders is that they want to give them more shares in exchange for new capital.
And could they get blowback from that?
Well, you see, the whole deal looks so risky that it is quite likely that the existing shareholders may say, we don't want to accept these rights. We won't accept the new equity, in which case it will be difficult for Postmedia to move forward. They have probably talked to their shareholders about it, and they're probably expecting that the rights issue will go through. Though there's some doubt about the financial viability of the whole deal, particularly because of the additional debt that they're taking on, and because of the risk that the Competition Bureau may not approve the deal as currently proposed.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for explaining that. And is there anything else that I haven't asked you that you'd like to add?
Well, the only other thing that you might want to think about is that the whole newspaper business in the English-speaking world is under siege. It's being threatened by the development of the new digital media. This is a disruptive innovation, and so the newspaper business worldwide, the English language newspaper business worldwide, is being severely disrupted by electronic media. And this is going to continue. There is no single newspaper that has figured out how to cope with the growth of electronic media and the move of advertising revenue, which is the key issue, to the digital publications.
Yep. That's all I have to say. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
take care.
See
You're
you.
very good on television.
You do or I do?
You do.
I
I
think
don't
we
know what
both
I'm
do.
doing. I can see you.
Take care.
Good. Take care. Bye bye.